Hello there. Welcome to part one of this training. And in this training, we're going to create a class, we're going to add students, we're going to create a resource page and add resources to this page. We're going to add assignments and set permissions for students to comment. Well, let's get started. So let's start by logging into our Google Classrooms. So we shall have classroom.google.com. Then I have my district assigned email address, and I will log into that. And I have my class. So to get started, I will click on this plus sign right here at the top right, and I will click on Create Class. I will name my class. So, for example, I shall call it 4th grade. Now, you may have more than one 4th grade class, so let's name this 4th grade A. Now, if, for example, you're teaching a certain section, say, for example, I'll be teaching force and motion. And then this will be our science class. Okay, so I'll click on Create. So, my class is created. It comes with a generic theme of which I can change. So I can click on select theme and change the theme of the page, and you have options of what you can change into. So say I can pick that one, then I can select it as my class theme, and voila, I got a different class theme. So once we've created this, the next step is to add our students. So I will go here and I'll click on the Students tab. Now you have two options of inviting students to your class. The first option is using this code that's right there. This is automatically generated, and you can give it to your students so that they can log into this classroom. The other option is for me to go and click on the Invite Students. And what it does, it goes to my contacts, and it it displays all the students who are in my class. Now, for this sake, I have 3 students for this training purposes. So all these 3 students I want to invite to my class. So what I need to do is I'll check on each checkbox next to the student that I would like to invite, and then I will click on Invite Students. Now, next, we'll go ahead and create a resource page. So on my Google Classrooms page, I will go and click on About. And on this page, then I have, an option of giving a class description if I would like that. If there's a room where you meet, say for example, you meet in the science room for science. So it is in our science room. And the neat thing about Google Classrooms is that anytime you create a class, it creates for you a Drive folder where you can save all the materials that go with this class. So, for example, if I had already gone ahead and saved some materials, or would like to add any materials, I can be able to add. In this case, I'd already added a PDF, a PDF format file for this class. So you can save as much as you want in the folder. You can also add, for example, you can add class materials. In this case, maybe we can call them resources. And for my resources, I have options of attaching a file or going into my Drive. Also, I can attach a YouTube video. I can also just put a web page, a link to a web page, a URL link. So say for example I want to do a YouTube file. If I click there, it will give me the option of searching for YouTube. So I can say force and motion, and it searches for YouTube video. So I probably want to add that one, and I can add that as part of my resources on this page. I can also search on my regular Drive. I can also go to upload from my computer. Say, for example, I have some files here. Maybe I want to do a worksheet. So I can upload that file to this page. So I have all these options of what I can add for my students. And once I've added all my resources, then I can click on post. And then all the material will be posted, and my students in this class will be able to view these resources. To create an assignment, we'll go to the very bottom right of the page and you will see this sign. When you hover on this sign, it gives you options of what you can create on this page. So for this time round, we're going to create an assignment. So when we create that assignment, we have an option of having a title for this assignment. Say, in this case, we're going to say, for example, about force. And we can give instructions. So I can, for example, tell them read the document, then complete the worksheet. I can give a due date. Say I want to give them a week. So probably on the 16th of November. I can even put a time option. I can put it 11:59 p.m. All right, and then I can create a topic, which I can call it assignment 1. Next, I will attach my files. So I can either attach from here, which will give me an option of either uploading or going to my drive. So I can go to my drive and I can find, there it is, I can find the document that I want them to read. And then I can also go and upload another file, which is basically the worksheet that I'll need them to work on. And this will be fill in the blank worksheet. And then I can upload. So they will be able to view both the read file and the worksheet. And in this case, it's possibly better to put it as, that they can be able to edit the file. Then I will click save. So, and my assignment has been created. And at this point, then, the students have the due date and they have the assignment and they have the instructions. I can now add a class comment. Say, for example, I can say, for any questions, post in the class page. Now, then I can click post. Now, the students also have an option of commenting or creating posts, and I can do this by going to the about, to the students tab, and once I come to the student part, you see there's where the part that says students can post and comment. At this point, I can decide, I can pick on which part that I want the students to do. Do I want them to post and comment, or only comment, or only teacher can comment? For this case, I'm just going to select post and comment. That way, they're able to post any comments that they may have about their assignments.